Hello my scrappy friends, it is Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters and thank you for joining me for a Kitaholic Kits design team layout. I absolutely adored the circle page the second I saw it and I knew I wanted it to be an entire background. Actually, I had that problem with a lot of papers in this kit. I didn't want to cut them up at all. I just wanted the entire 12 by 12 to be a background. But what I did do with this one is I felt that it needed a little bit of a zing, a little bit of a pop. And you know how much I love to distress and cut into things. So I actually got my craft knife and carefully cut around the circles, only in the parts that didn't have the sprig, the floral intercepting them. So I didn't completely cut these off the page. I just sort of cut the slits around the little sprigs of leaves. Once I had done that, I then distressed up those edges with my craft knife or my scissors, depending on how teeny tiny or large the opening was. And as you could see earlier, I backed it onto a plain, oh, not a plain, it was actually a pattern piece of paper as well, but I was aiming for a color that complemented. And it's kind of that tealy green color, just so that when it pokes through behind the distressed sections of the circle, you can see that little bit of color. I could have chosen white or really any other color to complement the page, but I really liked the look of that green just peeping through underneath. My title for this one is Unbelievable Moments. I really love that pack of titles that we got in the kit this month. There are some awesome words in here. Mostly all positive things, so I did find this one a little bit tricky because I kind of wanted a negative connotation type word for this layout, but Unbelievable Moments definitely works. You can see there that there's a picture of an x-ray and a gigantic foot. That would be me. I sprained my ankle, did a really good job of spraining my ankle, but turns out I also broke a bone in my fifth metacarpal, or however you say it, metatarsal. Yeah, I didn't do a massive break, to be honest. It's just a little slight crack, but any kind of break is fairly painful and fairly decent when it comes to your foot or really any bone of your body. I've never broken a bone before, but basically it involved going into a moon boot or a cam boot or a, don't know what else you'd call them, a boot of some description to support my foot and give me some mobility back. And I was trapped in there for a month. So really not that long, actually. I was really lucky to allow that time to heal. But of course, I lost all my strength in my foot after that and have been madly doing strengthening exercises to build that back up again. So a little bit of fun. I really have not got a good story to tell as to how or why that happened. Basically, if I was young and fit and energetic again, I highly doubt it would have happened at all. It's called a Jones fracture, and it's quite common in sports people, which is absolutely not me. And it quite often happens in basketball players and people that do quite decent jumps, because that's essentially what I did. I was up on a teeny tiny step ladder, just 2 little steps off the ground, reaching something in the cupboard above the fridge. I then dropped that thing and was like, oh, don't step on that when you get down. And of course, when I did get down, I stepped on it and I heard the thing crunch as if it was going to break. And I was like, oh, I said don't step on that. And I did a little jump, a little skip to get off said thing quickly in the hopes that I hadn't broken it. And it was that landing. So it wasn't the specifically getting down off the step ladder, but because I wasn't steady on both my feet when I then did my little jump, that little skip and a hop, I literally just landed on my foot sideways, just kind of rolled my ankle and landed on it sideways, which, we actually do more often than we should anyway. But because there was a jump involved, when I landed, I fully clunked onto my foot, and then hence the really decent rolled ankle, strained ligaments and the crack in the bone. But Anyway, I have now spent nearly the entire voiceover telling you that silly story and not talking to you about what I am doing. You can see that I've put 2 clusters on either side of my photos, and now I'm kind of going a little bit circle crazy. And the whole point of this sticker sneeze of circleness was just to build those circles that are already featured on the page that I have spent that time distressing and kind of, intensify them. Show that they were like, really, this really is a circle layout. It was a very deliberate purpose of putting all these stickers everywhere. And as you can see, as I keep going, I hope you're noticing that it's not really a sticker sneeze. They're actually clustered little sticker groups, and they're quite distinguished. There's that sort of larger circle, a small enamel dot, a large enamel dot, and most of them also have a second sticker as well that's off the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. I think I was only like 1 or 2 of those short. So it was very deliberate in the way that I built those sort of sticker clusters in and around each of the distressed circles. Yes. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this process video and listening to me ramble on about the story of my foot. I really enjoyed creating this layout, and I really loved featuring the 12 by 12 sticker sheet because, of course, that's where all these embellishments came from today, apart from the title. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed this process video, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.